If you're new to this channel, this is where we talk about property investing, share smart investing strategies, and anything property related. So if you haven't already, make sure you hit subscribe, smash that like button. All right, now let's get into today's question. We've got a question here from Jaden. So you've been talking a lot about regional Victoria lately. What about New South Wales? So thanks for flicking that question through, Jaden. I guess firstly, if you haven't already, make sure you watch another video that was put out with my floating head in there talking about buying in Sydney. And I would say a lot of that is also reflective even through other parts of New South Wales to a lesser extent. To give you some insight, over the last 100 purchases, only 2 have been in New South Wales. And I guess the reason for that is we've only really got 4 areas with really strong clustering and 3 of those areas with 3 or more suburbs. So I guess what we like to see from a data perspective, we don't just want to have one suburb in there scoring really highly on our algorithm and then all the rest looking quite poor, because what that probably says to us is that that is the outlier. We want to see this clustering of strong performing suburbs because that's really the indicator of, hey, all your interest needs to be over here, because not only is this one suburb saying it's got all the growth factors coming for it, it's got all the surrounding suburbs happening for it as well. And I mean, when we look at it here, those are areas along the coast of New South Wales. So that's Wollongong, Newcastle, Central Coast, Lake Macquarie, Ballina, all of those areas. When we kind of factor that in, we're talking about areas that are most often than not $1 million plus properties. We're talking about likely high 2s, maybe mid 3s in terms of rental return. And for most clients, from affordability perspective, that just doesn't stack up for what they're comfortable holding. Now, there sometimes will be, and we're more than open to exploring that a bit more. But it's not that we're neglecting the New South Wales market. Like I said, the data there is really strong. And I would say it's probably a little bit ahead in some instances of the Victorian market. I think that's reflective over the last 12 months capital growth on some previous videos that we've done or previous slides that we've gone through. But again, it's got to fit budget. It's got to fit criteria of a client. And for us, that's why those areas aren't really traditionally being bought in, because there's not a lot of clients wanting to spend $1 million plus on an investment property, whether that be from an affordability or from a borrowing capacity issue as well. But I appreciate that question, Jaden.